A massive 229-foot stone and metal-clad structure in the middle of an estuary, a floating metallic idol, and precise sun path analysis, make it one of the genius masterpieces of yesteryear's architectural brilliance. Even after 800 years, its design precision and grandeur can be imagined from its ruins, spanning across 26.2 acres area, near the Bay of Bengal seashore. Konark symbolizes the passionate craftsmanship and architecture that mesmerizes even today. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, Konark Sun Temple is located on the eastern coast of India, in Puri, ODISHA. The word Konark is a combination of two Sanskrit words, Kona, meaning corner, or angle, and Varka, meaning sun. With a unique architectural design, its geometrical patterns, and carved stone wheels used to serve as sundials. One can witness 3 images of the sun god in 3 directions, to catch the rays of the sun at dawn, noon, and sunset. Known as the Black Pagoda, historians and archaeologists have been debating the details of Konark for the last 2 centuries. The review, analysis, and rediscovering of the site are still ongoing. It goes back to 1250 CE, when the construction of the Konark Temple was started. King Narasimhadeva I of the Eastern Ganga dynasty dedicated the temple to the Hindu deity Surya, the sun god. The site of Konark was in the estuary of the Chandrabhaga River and the Bay of Bengal. With time, the landscape has changed significantly. The river has now dried up, and the sea has receded around 3 kilometers. Imagine, 800 years ago, how they would have constructed the foundation of Konark, avoiding the effects of tides. On the king's order, 1,200 artisans and architects were appointed under the chief architect Vishnu Maharna, and the work of Konark continued for over 12 years. But, Konark was so grand that even with the kingdom's 12-year revenue and expenses, the construction could not be completed. The king started to worry. Fearing the loss of the royal proclamation of the political supremacy of his dynasty, the king ordered to complete the work by a set date. Even though most of the work in Konark was complete, there was one major hurdle. The team of architects tried their best, but were unable to arrange the magnetic coping stone of Konark Temple that was supposed to make the idol float in the air. With a twist of events, Dharmapada, the 12-year-old son of the chief architect, arrived as a visiting onlooker. He became aware of the despair overwhelming the architects. Although he lacked experience constructing temples, he thoroughly studied the theories of structural balance. Dharmapada offered the solution of fixing the last coping stone at the top of the temple at the right angle and weight. Surprising everyone, he did it himself. But, soon after that achievement, workers found the body of that adolescent genius on the beach at the foot of the temple. Legend states that Dharmapada offered his life to save his community from the king's wrath. Since the temple became unholy, with the death of Dharmapada, the sun god was never worshipped there. Waiting for the auspicious time to reopen the temple, King Narasimhadeva I died. And after his reign, the temple was not maintained, and with the closure of the Konark port, the place became deserted. As per the original site plan, Konark had 4 main structures: the Deula, or main building of worship, the Jagamohana, or the assembly hall, the Nada Mandapa, or the dance hall, and the Bhoga Mandapa for serving meals. Now, only the Jagamohana and the lower portion of Nada Mandapa survive. The main building of worship is believed to have collapsed around the 16th century. Discussing the architectural design of Konark, it was constructed in the form of a huge chariot. The chariot was drawn by 7 spirited horses, on 12 pairs of exquisitely decorated wheels. A total of 24 huge stone-carved wheels. Following the Kalinga or Odisha style of architecture, each wheel was 12 feet in diameter, representing the 12 months of the calendar. The 8 spokes of the wheel represent the 8 intervals in a day, and the 7 horses represent the 7 days of the week. The temple faces the east, so the first rays of sunlight hit the main entrance of the temple, and used to fall on the floating metal idol, inside the sanctum. Moreover, the wheels of the chariot are also sundials, and can be used to calculate the exact time of the day. In the construction of the Konark Temple, 3 kinds of stone were used: chlorite, laterite, and condylite. Condylite was used throughout the monument, while chlorite was restricted to doorframes, and to a few sculptures. And laterite was used in the foundation, the core of the platform, and the staircases. Interestingly, none of these stones were available near the site, and all the materials were brought from far-off places. The stone blocks were lifted, possibly by pulleys, wooden wheels, or rollers, and then set into place. The fitting and finishing were done so precisely, that the joints were not visible. Today, it's impossible to imagine how such a grand structure was built with a huge magnetic bed, and a massive pyramidal roof, with a strong magnet. The idol inside the temple was built of material with iron content, and was said to be floating in the air. The idol used to float without any physical support, due to the unique arrangements of the top magnet, the bottom magnet, and the reinforced magnets around the temple walls. During the construction of the main tower, the artisans put iron plates between every 2 stone pieces. The lodestone at the top of the temple was said to be a massive 52-ton magnet. It is also believed that the idol of the sun god had a diamond that reflected the first rays of the sun, lighting the entire sanctum, hence the name Konark. There are many theories about why and how the main structure of Konark got demolished. The loose soil underneath the structure, or invader attacks could have been the reasons, according to beliefs. But, the most popular belief among all is that, the magnet on top of the temple, was so powerful, that, it used to disrupt the magnetic compass of the ships, going through the Konark route. To get rid of this problem, the Portuguese sailors removed the main magnet, or lodestone. As the magnet at the top of the temple, was the main force holding most of the structure, this led to the collapse of the Konark sanctum. However, there is no proper documentation to support any of these theories, and the actual reason behind the destruction of Konark is still a mystery. Konark is also an excellent example of using Vastu Shastra, which emphasizes the importance of aligning buildings with the cardinal points and various geometric shapes in the design. The sundials in the Konark Sun Temple hold significant astronomical importance. It is widely believed that the temple's architectural designs reflect profound knowledge of astronomy, incorporating intricate mathematical calculations that are factored in Earth's rotation, as well as celestial movements of the sun, moon, and stars. The actual form of Konark is gone. But, its extraordinary array of intricate carvings, sculptures, and architectural designs, stand as a testament to the exceptional skill and craftsmanship of the artisans of that era. Though many portions are now in ruins, what remains of the structure continues to draw not only tourists, but also researchers and architects from all around the globe. In Konark, when the sun sets, the stone structure again peeps into the glorious past of ODISHA, and the language of stone surpasses the language of man. If you found this video informative, please help us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. Thank you.